A 15-year-old boy got into an Uber like many of us have done before, not knowing that minutes later his life would be changed forever. His family now sharing his story about the long road to recovery and the message for people who get behind the wheel. Our Inland Empire Bureau Chief Rob McMillan has a story you'll see only on ABC 7.
Seeing him in that condition, knowing that everything has changed for him, right, and us, it's hard.
Ben Portillo's 15-year-old son, Aiden, is now paralyzed after he and 3 of his friends got into an Uber the night of October 5th to go to In-N-Out. That's when the driver of a vehicle being chased by the police ran a red light and plowed into their car.
Police officer called me and said, "Your son has been in an accident."
It wasn't until they got to the hospital that they finally learned how serious it really was.
We walked in, his eyes were open, he was alert, but the neurologist told us that he was paralyzed.
Paralyzed from the chest down, his life likely changed forever.
Yeah, it's hard because he's athletic, right? He's 6'1", you know, he's tall, athletic, musically inclined, right? Popular, you know, a lot of friends, so always surrounded with friends. You'll never see him alone.
But Portillo says his son is staying positive and spreading that positivity to everyone who comes to see him.
He's a basketball player. His friend says, "Hey, I can beat you now." And he'll say, "Even like this, I can still beat you." That attitude, that spirit, I mean, it's so contagious, and it gives us strength.
He's so positive that it makes me want to be strong for him.
He's such a determined person, you know, he's amazing.
Aiden's mother says he is making progress, slow as it might be.
I'm believing that, you know, when the doctors say no, he's never going to walk again. I'm not accepting that. Because he's determined, and it started right here. He was paralyzed here. He could barely raise his hands.
Can he move his fingers?
Now he's moving his hands. He's feeling everything, and the numbness is now he can feel around his belly, and even the doctors were like, "Oh, you can feel this." Oh, because he's not supposed to feel below the. So he's starting to slowly, you know, feel.
As Aiden continues his recovery, his father has this message for anyone who gets behind the wheel of a car.
Sometimes you don't realize it's a car, I'm driving. You need to treat it with that kind of respect, or if not, something like this can happen, or even worse. And I don't think people realize that sometimes.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC 7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC 7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.